Did you know the motto of Detroit is, "We hope for better things"?
Well, it's a shame you got this game then. Hi everyone. I think I'm live. Am I live? I feel like I'm live. I hit the live button, and then I waited. I waited an appropriate amount of time, and then I spoke. Glibly, as it happens. I'm live, wonderful, excellent. Thank you, Crafty. Yes, welcome once again to the Monday night Sci-Fi AI Guy stream, where we play sci-fi games with AI themes. Last week was interesting. We secured a place to stay for ourselves and the young girl we rescued. We crawled around a junkyard, and we'll continue to do that when we reload. And then we also botched an interrogation bit in it. We botched it with love, so maybe it's fine? I'm going to presume that it's fine. Whew, I have some energy tonight. I've started on a...
Did you know Detroit was on the Underground Railroad? A route for slaves escaping into Canada during the American Civil War?
Uh-huh. Just dropping that nugget of information in this particular game with the particular tone that you're trying to hit. Okay, all right. Let's see if you do anything with it. Yeah, I've got some. Oh, drink. Shit. I don't have alcohol, but I can sip some cordial. And some agrum. Delicious agrum. Yes. So I have. Oh, hello, place. Greetings. Yeah, so I have some energy tonight. It could be my healthcare regimen with specialists going well. It could just be an upswing. I'll take either, because it means that I'm streaming 2 weeks in a row, which I would prefer to do consistently, which is to say stream all the time. Oh, you're on the water tonight as well, place? Yeah, that's legit. I like the drinking idea is cool, but this game invites more drinking than I can comfortably fit on a Monday night, I think. One of these days, I'll do the proper drinking stream. One of these days. Oh, we have a World at Weenie as well. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, you had the new kid place. Yeah, that would,
Are you familiar with Schrodinger's cat? Until you decide what happens, everything is happening at once. Like in Detroit.
I feel like the writers could have worked a little harder for these sections. I guess that's it as well, right? So I'm slagging off David Cage, and part of that is because he has cultivated the auteur image, which comes with at the cost of everything being your responsibility / your fault, even though it was a team of people who made this game, involving a team of voice actors and presumably a team of writers. I'm assuming he didn't write the lot. I could be wrong, but, you know. And I wrote about this in my Masters, to no great effect. But that does interest me, the tension between an inherently collaborative work and then the image of the auteur. It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit tricky. Saz, the moment your voice burst from my phone, Matt did this hilarious dramatic jerk awake. I love it. I love it. Jerk that weenie. Get jerked upon. Wake up. It's great.
We need to proceed to a test of your controller.
Whoa.
The test is now complete. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, so once again, we've got this sort of diegetic / non-diegetic rupture. My controller just vibrated to the same rhythm as the pulsing yellow circle on the side of her head. But they didn't need to test my controller. Like, this game has the right to ask, we need to test your controller for reasons to do with the game, but this was purely for narrative reasons. I don't mind this little destabilizing thing so much, because this game has a bunch of them, and some of them rub me the wrong way, and I still haven't figured out why, so for those marking it on their bingo cards, this one is fine. That's the fine with a question mark. I've been told no in caps. I presume that was for the weenie jerking remark.
You look tired today. I hope you're doing okay.
I'm walking away from this conversation. Yeah, let's do it. We've got the crew. We've got the crew in chat. Let's do it. So we are rebuilding ourselves. So this is Marcus. I think we're Marcus. I feel like our name is Marcus with a K. Yeah, here we go. Replace damaged parts. Oh, okay, cool. So it actually put us black. Actually, hang on. I'll do the. Here we go. Okay, well that's actually just distressing. Yeah. So what happened in the previous scene we had with Marcus? We defended the man we work for / the man who owns us, depending on what little turn of phrase you want to slap onto that. That cool dude in the wheelchair, that actor that I really like. We tried to defend him, or defend ourselves, when his objectively shitty son was being objectively shitty. And that resulted in the grievous injury of that kid. Like I say kid, he's like a young adult. I'm not sure whether he died when we pushed him, but he certainly stopped moving when his head cracked against something. And then the cops came in and shot us in the head. And I was like, oh shit, I did something that got Marcus killed. But because it was narratively fine, and because this game is massive, or seems massive, with all the flowcharts and whatnot, I was like, fuck it, that's the storyline we did. We made the choice to fight back. Because in the first time we met Marcus, we were pushed down and we were given no option to fight back. So I was like, alright, fuck it. I think this is what Marcus wants, or it's what I want Marcus to want, let's go for it. And I thought it was done. And now, we're Marcus. We just pulled our legs back on. Our eye is busted, which means our mind palace is busted. Our ear is busted, which means our auditory processing is fucked. I remember that being of note. And this is just a grisly trench warfare style scene. And it's the worst maintained Android scrapyard I've ever fucking seen. Because if you look, like how many of these pieces could have been recycled? We're full of therium, right? We're full of unobtainium. Does that shit not... Is it radioactive? Like, is it safe to just toss it away? Can it be reused? Like, these are thinking, feeling entities that have been tossed aside in this way for dramatic effect, but it completely trashes any therium pump regulator. It fucks up the realism. Like, why... Not that, this game had tons of realism, but it's kind of throwing it away. There just isn't a good reason for this in a game that is going for realism, right? And it is trying to be too real. I would argue that a game that has as one of its... Oh no. One of its opening plot lines, an incredibly abusive father, yeah, this game is trying to be as real as possible. And then I get to this, and this is not... This doesn't say anything about their point. Well, it does, but... You're damn fucking right I'm sparing her, like... Oh. And the take symbol remains. Well, I don't care, game. Because there's room there for the moral choice. Like, this isn't the Simon Jarrett story.
Hello. I'm an AK-700 android. I was designed to serve you. What can I do for you? Hello.
Okay.
I'm an AK-700 android.
That's about as good as it's gonna get.
What can I do for you? Hello. My program has detected an anomaly. Please contact the nearest cyberlife maintenance center.
Now, does that give us a mind palace? Does it give it his mind palace? Why? Okay, so... Oh, different eye colors. It's kind of cool. Like, if you're going to do something like that, you might as well, if you're going to have eye switching, you might as well do some color stuff. So now we have a mind palace because we have both eyes. So it's not just about what you see. This determines how you see it internally. Or, okay, no, is it that building the mind palace requires both eyes to scan the environment and then zoom in and do this stuff? It's a fragile system then that, like, the reason, I'm presuming that one of the reasons we have two eyes, apart from depth perception, is that there's redundancy. Like, if one eye goes, we're not screwed. But one of my eyes went and I couldn't mind palace. So, you know. Whoops. See, the controls being shitty here makes sense. It's making me feel wobbly, but it makes sense. What's the compatibility? What am I taking here? Oh! What am I taking, though? Oh, is this the ear? Oh, it's the pump? No, it's the ear. Okay, so that's the processing unit. So the actual ear is still there, is that it? Okay, find pump regulator. I can do that. Hey, this torso's not going to argue with me. Oh, it's a torso with more bits attached. So, I'm actually a little curious. Yes, we spared the other android. Because, we want to be the sort of android that does not kill other androids. But yes, that's something we did. But we also didn't offer to help her. We just left her there. We're like, okay, bye. Okay, so I can't climb the slope, or climb the slope is unlocked now. Interesting. Escaping the junkyard. Okay, let me bring that up again. Corridor exited. Oh, from where I was. Okay, and then climb the slope. I find it interesting that it was a requirement internally that I get another eye and another ear before leaving, when really the pump regulator seems like the most pertinent one. But I mean, I guess having the mind palace would be really useful when I'm out, because I can freeze time and, you know, check people on Wikipedia and shit. Interesting. Oh, chat's going off. Which is to say, I haven't looked at chat. Yeah. Yeah. These junk bots, the zombie. Oh, look at me walking properly now. Woo! All I needed was some new parts. Every bot for themselves. Check out this minigame. Look at me go. I'm not going to rally people together. I'm not going to start a revolution. I'm just going to leave. So, let's say that this is not the leave droids there forever pile, but the we're going to recycle them later pile. And they just chuck them somewhere because it's a pit that it's difficult for them to get out of, and they're that callous. Let's say, hang on, when did I grow my skin back? This hologrammatic skin thing. I need more information about this shit. Because it feels very weird to me. What did I just check? Oh, I've discovered flint. No? Oh! Wait, what's happening? Okay, and then... Wait, so I can stop appearing... That seems like a huge security flaw. I mean, I guess the programming is, oh, they wouldn't do that. But, like...
My name is Marcus.
Oh, cool. Feel bad for the person who left their incredibly cool cloak behind. Why couldn't it have been like a really twee... You know, like a really short jacket? Interesting. There was a different optical unit path. And a different pump regulator path? Oh, there were just different paths in general. Maybe if I'd... Okay, so maybe I missed a chance to talk to other droids. That's fine. This is still a valid playthrough. Crafty Devious saying, I think the Therium pump properly working did it. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I still want to know more about this skin, though. This hologrammatic pseudo-skin. Alright. Continue. Let's press on. Okay, November 6th. And we are at the interrogator again. It's the next day. Find Amanda. I just want to mind palace this place real quick. It's pretty schmancy. It actually makes me think of the Ark from... not Talos Principle. Soma. Just idyllic and yet subtly futuristic space. Oh, are those photovoltaic? That would be sweet. That would be very cool. Gonna go out on a limb and say that's Amanda.
Hello, Amanda.
Connor, it's good to see you. Finding that deviant was far from easy. You showed great skill in your investigation. But you knew deviants could be unstable. You should have been more cautious.
I thought I could make it talk. It was a judgment error.
Never mind. I'm sure you'll be more careful in the future.
Okay, so she doesn't want us to push. She wants us to be... Interesting.
The interrogation seemed... challenging. What did you think of the deviant?
I prevented it from being damaged, so we might still learn something by analyzing it.
Oh, okay, that's what I meant. Sure.
Lieutenant Anderson has been officially assigned to the deviancy case. What do you make of him?
Intriguing.
I think he's irritable and socially challenged. But I also think he used to be a good detective. He's an intriguing character.
Unfortunately, we have no choice but to work with him. What do you think is the best approach?
Adapt?
I will adapt to his personality. It is in the best interest of the investigation that I avoid conflict
She did
and
not
try
like
to
that.
accommodate his psychology.
More and more androids show signs of deviancy. There are millions in circulation. If they become unstable, the consequences will be disastrous. You're the most advanced prototype cyberlife has ever created. If anyone can figure out what's happening, it's you.
You can count on me, Amanda.
Because I'm the best. Because you made me to be the best.
There's little time.
And nothing can go wrong with that when I'm looking at deviancy. Oh, okay. For a minute I thought the scene was over. I was like, alright, some of them can be quick, it makes sense. Look for Lieutenant Anderson. Okay. Hank Warm. So, Hank is Lieutenant Anderson, I'm pretty sure. And I think he did warn to me. Oh, line open. I like this. So, the don't cross the line, does that appear for everyone, or is it just for me? I guess I'll never know.
Can I help you?
I'm here to see Lieutenant Anderson.
Do you have authorization?
Yes.
Lieutenant Anderson hasn't arrived yet, but you can wait at his desk.
Oh, there's going to be a snooping opportunity. How discreetly can we get away with this?
You might be in shock.
Tensions in the Arctic have
Oh, hang on.
reached a new level. A Russian carrier and an American patrol boat reported to have clashed last night. Several warning shots were exchanged, apparently with no damage or casualties to either side. The Minister for Defense, Dennis Riggs, has spoken of intolerable provocation that cannot go unanswered. The countries in the region, particularly Sweden and Canada, have called for military forces to withdraw and an international conference to be held. So far, there has been no response from either Moscow or Washington. We'll keep you informed minute by minute as the situation develops.
Is war going to break out? I wonder. Also, real footage? Looped footage of flag? I think it's looped. Is it going to be looped? Or is it just long? No, just people loving them flags. Good flags. Best flags. Hey. Oh, I see it. So it's some open plan. Oh, wow. This is a bouquet of options. Oh my. Oh my, indeed. Ooh, this Agram. It's good. It is nice to... Oh, what was that? Just some... Oh, I'm not allowed to back up. Okay, it's just putting borders around the mission. That's fine. It is good to look down and see, you know, productive chat, excellent chat, good chat, well chatted.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Anderson's desk.
It's that desk right there.
Now, how much snooping can I do on the way? If I... Hang on. Oh. Oh, I see. It's not snooping, it's who is who, but I've already asked. Yeah, okay. I thought I was going to be, like, leafing through people's files and shit. Alright. This is less interesting. Oh, wow. Numbered bays for, androids. My question is... Androids, I'm gonna presume that they're, you know, they're strong, they're powerful, they're used for labor, they could be built to lack the biological weaknesses that humans have. If you have android cops that are just basic beat cops, how much physical force can they exert, right? Is this going to be like an Asimovian thing where they have a Laplace's demon level of knowledge of the world around them and thus how much harm they are doing or not doing in any moment? Or is it, you know, police brutality with blank faces or indeed a smile? I'm curious. I guess we'll maybe find out. I'm the nice droid that walks in and solves mysteries, so I don't think I'm going to be actioning that anytime soon in this plot, which is for the best. Ha! Look at that pathing error.
Excuse me.
Oh, it's a real
Do
pathing
you know
error.
what time Lieutenant Anderson usually arrives?
The Depends on where he was the night before. If we're lucky, we'll see him before noon.
Thanks.
Wait, is that a real pathing error? Or is it just machinima? I don't think that was meant to happen. That's kind of great. Yeah. I like that. I sit down, I immediately decide, explore new office. Again, it's that question of where are these objectives coming from? Are they choices that occur to me? Are they internal directives based on some, you know, flow chart, some sort of statistical metric? Oh. Yeah, I'll listen. It's 2064 all over again. I was going to say, that sounds like metal. Call. Hang on. I'll call him. I'm not doing that. I want to analyze. Oh shit, there are clues. There are clues. So he has covered his screen in weird shit? Anti-android slogans. Use your brain, not your android. Android free space. Okay. Detroit basketball cap. 10% polyester. Origin Jimmy's bar. Wood, phosphorus. Okay. Matches. Slightly old school. Oh. What do we got here? Detroit's best. Wow. I want to know. No, it must be nutritional information. No, it's saying chemical components. Am I literally scanning and getting these chemical stuff from the donut? How deep does this go? Dead. Or alive? Well, I mean, you know, this picture has leaves, and then this plant does not. But you know, maybe 'tis the season to go leafless. Cold coffee, traces of caffeine, just caffeine, no bourbon. Okay, all right. What I find interesting is that I've got these glitchy signs on the right. Hopefully, this is a sign of encroaching damage or problems. Ah, here we go. No. Down, boy. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this one. Hair. Canine hairs. Saint Bernard dog. I'm going to bring that up later and it's going to be creepy and weird and he's going to stop liking me. Hey. Young picture of Clancy Brown. Multi-department... Red Ice Task Force 2027 multi-department unit responsible for the Red Ice Network dismantle of 2028. Okay, and what is it? 2029? Maybe? I'm not actually sure what year it is. Real police, good cop, asshole, nice girl. Not seen since 2019, owes me $50. Okay, alright. And research. Oh, okay. February 3rd, 2028, Detroit police dismantle a network of red ice dealers. More than 50 arrests throughout the country. Detroit's finest has dealt a massive blow to the city's growing red ice epidemic, with a number of high-profile dealers and suppliers now behind bars and narcotics seized with a street value of $500,000. Detective Hank Anderson, a young but hugely talented detective, is said to have been instrumental in the operation, which took months of planning. The DA described the work of Detective Anderson and his colleagues as model investigative police work. Okay. So is it going to be that he was a model cop and part of a model unit, and then actual models were released, which is to say androids, and it's just made him and his people obsolete? Is that it? Does he feel preemptively obsolete? I mean, I'm a new model. Detective Anderson, promoted to the rank of lieutenant, becoming the youngest lieutenant on the Detroit police force. Lieutenant Hank Anderson was among the most decorated detectives in DPD's recent history. securing a number of high-profile arrests and serving as an integral member of the force. Captain Fowler said the promotion was long overdue, describing Anderson as among the most talented police I've ever worked with. The new lieutenant is expected to rise quickly through the ranks of the department and is already being tipped as future commissioner. Womp womp. So that's on August 22nd, 2029. November 23rd, 2031, new record seizure of red ice in Detroit. Nearly a ton of red ice discovered in the hold of a boat after a long investigation conducted by Lieutenant Anderson of the Detroit Police Force. Okay, so, he did, sterling work. Lieutenant Anderson was a decorated officer.
It's good to see you again, Lieutenant.
Oh, Jesus.
Hank! In my office.
Oh, sweet, we're about to get chewed out by the chief. This is going to be great. Oh, enter and listen in. What was the L1 for? That's great, I looked so confused.
I've got 10 new cases involving androids on my desk every day. We've always had isolated incidents. Old ladies losing their android maids and that kind of crap. But now, we're getting reports of assaults, and even homicide, like that guy last night. This isn't just CyberLife's problem anymore. It's now a criminal investigation, and we've got to deal with it before the shit hits the fan. I want you to investigate these cases and see if there's any link.
Why me? Why do I gotta be the one to deal with this shit? I am the least qualified cop in the country to handle this case. I know jack shit about androids, Jeffrey. I can barely change the settings on my own phone.
Everybody's overloaded. I think you're perfectly qualified for this type of investigation.
Bullshit! The truth is, nobody wants to investigate these fucking androids, and you left me holding the bag.
CyberLife sent over this android to help with the investigation. It's a state-of-the-art prototype. It'll act as your partner.
No fucking way! I don't need a partner, and certainly not this plastic prick.
Hank, you are seriously starting to piss me off. You are a police lieutenant. You are supposed to do what I say and shut your goddamn mouth.
You know what my goddamn mouth has to say to you?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay. I'll pretend like I didn't hear that, so I don't have to add any more pages to your disciplinary folder, because it already looks like a fucking novel. This conversation is over.
Jeffrey, Jesus Christ, why are you doing this to me? You know how much I hate these fucking things. Why are you doing this to me?
Listen, I've had just about enough of your bitch. Either you do your job or you hand in your badge. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do.
I wonder whether Lieutenant Anderson is really
Oh,
the
is
best
that what I'm
person
saying?
for this
Okay.
investigation.
Hey, I don't need a machine to tell me how to handle my men, okay? So get the fuck out of my office.
Have a nice day, Captain.
See, I like that trope. I'm fine with that trope because on this one occasion I'm going to give David Cage the benefit of the doubt, and oh, I can go see the Deviant. Because, you know, sometimes tropes are used and it feels token or shitty or lazy. And this could have been all of those things, but it was written and executed well enough that I'm happy, because I like that trope. I think it's inherently funny, and I don't know that it was trying to be funny. I mean, there was the line about the novel there that I thought was pretty sweet. I don't know. I was pleased by that. I liked it. I do fucking love noir. It's true, Crafty. It's true. I mean, if this entire game had skipped the abusive father plot angle, and even the Marcus thing is a bit, I don't know. I mean, if it was just Marcus and this dude and it was bouncing back and forth, maybe I would be a bit less mad overall at the game. I think I would still have a lot to say about how it approaches the progressive topics it's possibly trying to touch upon, but yeah, out of the three storylines, I'm more interested in seeing where these two go, where I'm just increasingly worried about... fuck, what's the little girl's name? I think the droid is Kara, but I can't remember... Is it Alice? It's possibly Alice. So I have check on Hank and go see the Deviant. You know what? I feel like we have a choice here. if we go see the deviant, we can come to Hank with some information and sort of prove ourselves. Or he might think that we're, you know, doing his job for him. But this is also a job he doesn't want to fucking do, so, you know, suck it up. Or we see him first, and... But I feel like giving him space. I feel like he's someone that probably needs space right now. I don't really want to tread on his toes. Crafty, saying what you're saying is that the game is bad at interrogating race and gender violence, but is comfy in the viewpoints of white men with institutional power. Yeah, it knows how to voice those, because that's, you know, it's been done. It's been explored, and these tropes have... Yeah. Yeah. Well lit weenie saying, I wonder if that's a product of a non-diverse writing group. Almost certainly. Almost certainly. There's no, yeah. Yeah. I would bet cash fucking money. I'm going to... Now, do I have to see Hank first? Let's find out. Let's check on the deviant. Break room, meeting room. I'm either going to hit a wall or I'm not. So what's this way? That's a observation room, room 101. What are you? That's a toilet. Let's not do that. Just some person.
What? What are you looking at?
Oh, here we go.
Hey, fuck you.
That added nice background color. Just being yelled at. Can I sync with him?
You're going to destroy me. I'm sorry.
Software instability.
It's not what I wanted. But there's nothing I can do. I'm going to die.
So what I find interesting is that this game... Okay, deviant unresponsive. This game has the presence of mind to put black people in positions of power. So we've got the chief, and we've got, I think Amanda, was it? Oh.
Open the cell, quick! Hurry!
Oh. Let me in, let me in, let me in. No? I couldn't get past them. I couldn't get past them.
I'll call Cyberlife.
I'm not allowed to intervene.
Clean this mess up.
Can I... Hello? No? Okay, okay. I am written to be passive in this scene. Okay, so the record is going to show that I interacted with the droid and then the droid killed himself, and that's going to make me look real bad. But that's the choice I made, so we're going to roll with it. Yeah, so as I was saying, this game has the presence of mind to put black people in positions of power. We've got the chief and we've got Amanda. But it does not have the presence of mind to interrogate the racial context that it has placed this new pseudo-racial context into. Like, I don't think there's going to be a single conversation. Hang on. Why did I get understanding, pragmatic? Oh, to Hank. Okay. One of them's locked, so I can't even say something there. Yeah, I don't think this game is going to comment once on human racial issues, right? Because it probably feels the Android thing is already doing it, is taking care of it. This is my guess. All right. Constructive?
It's an honor to be working with you, Lieutenant. I'm sure we'll make a great team.
Oh no. How constructive? I have the worst smile.
Now that we're partners, it would be great to get to know each other better. Is there a desk anywhere I can access?
No one's using that one.
Analyze deviancy files. So there's an entire conversation tree that I didn't have access to there, and because of the replayability angle of this game, it not showing it to me is smart. I'm really on board with that. Okay, so... Oh, dog, basketball, music, anti-androids. Basketball was at least visible? No, music, because I like...
Do you listen to Knights of the Black Death? I really like that music. It's full of energy.
You listen to heavy metal?
Well, I don't really listen to music as such, but I'd like to.
You've got a dog.
You have a dog, right?
How do you know that?
The dog hair's on your chair. I like dogs. What's your dog's name?
What's it to you? Sumo. I call him Sumo.
Basketball?
You're a Detroit Gears fan, right? Denton Carter scored 53% of his shots from the three-point line yesterday. Did you see the game?
That's what I was watching at the bar last night.
Oh.
Oh, what? Why? Oh. Oh, man. So, that's so interesting, because it's a minefield, and as a player, there's room there for me of... I don't know. Maybe there are players out there who walk into that bar, who play this game right through, or just have a, you know, an eidetic memory when it comes to sports, in sports bars, or just in bars. I don't know. There's a possibility there for someone to have decided not to say basketball just because there was a risk that it would somehow piss him off. It feels out of nowhere, but I'm also an android, very poorly navigating human conversational space with someone who doesn't like me. So there's going to be hits and there's going to be misses. And I like that I got 2 hits and 1 miss. I like that. I like that I had no fucking idea. I saw things in his desk like, here are 3 things I will talk to him about, and then he didn't like one of them. That's fine. I think that's actually really good. It built a cool moment. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I want to meet this pup. I want to meet this chonky boy. Alright, so Fowler, hours, and start working. Let's ask about Fowler.
Have you known Captain Fowler for long?
Yeah. Too long.
I was wondering, do you always arrive at the office at this
time?
I arrive when I arrive. Stop busting my balls, okay?
Well, that didn't get me a down or an up. Okay, I am going to hit anti-androids because I unlocked it, and I'm curious, and I'm on the full complete train, so let's just fucking go with it.
A lot of people don't appreciate having androids around. I was wondering, is there any reason in particular you despise?
Okay, so that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. There is one.
The mouths in this game are so weird. Okay. Maybe shouldn't have asked that. Start working.
If you have any files on Deviants, I'd like to take a look at them.
Terminal's on your desk. Knock yourself out.
Oh. Yeah. So my hand moved towards the keyboard, the skin disappears, you see the articulated joints of the robo hand, and then bam, we're in the case file. Interesting. Okay, so case file, agents, blah blah blah. Okay, disappearance, Gordon Lopez. Case assigned to Anderson. Open, involving android. Yes. Plaintiff reports that he left his android at home as usual when he went to work. When he returned, the android was nowhere to be found. No trace of a break-in at the apartment. The android may have left the home without being ordered to. Okay. So, an AL series, wandered away. An AV series, attack, victim Charles Bell. Case open. Plaintiff claims to have been attacked by an AV500 model android working as a waiter in the Fast Coney Dogs restaurant chain situated at 842 Chamberlain Avenue. The plaintiff claims the android lunged at him unexpectedly and attempted to strangle the man before leaving the scene. The android remains at large. I don't think that's the one that we met as Kara. I don't think it's the one we met as Kara. Yeah, I love that it's lunged unexpectedly when everything we've seen thus far indicates that androids are provoked by the systemic issues that surround them. Attack, victim Sarah Cornwall. The plaintiff claims to have been attacked by her android, an AP700 model. Android also trashed several rooms in the house before taking flight. Fuck yeah. Disappearance, victim Floyd Mills. The plaintiff, the manager of the Eden Club, reported the unexplained disappearance of a sex android, in quotes, model WR400. The android disappeared after accompanying a customer to his home and never returned to the club. I wonder to what extent. So, this AL, AV, AP, sure, it's a pairing of two letters in a way that is quick to identify. Welcome to language. And then they got the WR here for the sex worker. And I wonder if they went for that because it invokes a word that it only requires 3 more letters to complete. I do wonder. Leo Manfred, attempted murder. Leo Manfred was found unconscious in the home of his father, Carl Manfred. The latter's witness statement attests to an altercation between his son and the house android. Android is thought to be a prototype, unknown model and serial number, and was destroyed at the scene by attending officers. Is this Marcus? Yeah, Leo was the son, right? Carl? Is that it? Yeah, it's Marcus. Yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah, I did wonder, now that I'm looking at files, how quickly we would get to the other, this individual, this character. I forget the name of who we are at the moment, because my brain's trashed. Yeah, I wondered how long it would take him to be the center point for all of this. Destroyed at the scene. Here we go, AX series. Case reference aggression, victim Todd Williams. Plaintiff claims he was violently attacked by his domestic android, an AX400 model. The android had just returned from being repaired the previous day and had shown signs of aggression in the past. I am curious why this doesn't also say kidnapping. Unless this is the older case and Todd has yet to come back and report that once again there has been aggression and, now kidnapping. Very curious about that. All right, scandal files.
243 files. First dates back 9 months. It all started in Detroit and quickly spread across the country. An AX400 is reported to have assaulted a man last night. That could be a good starting point for our investigation.
I'm keen as a bean. Just gonna stand over him.
I understand you're facing personal issues, Lieutenant. But you need to move past them.
Oh no.
Hey, don't talk to me like you know me. I'm not your friend, and I don't need your advice, okay?
I've been assigned this mission, Lieutenant. I didn't come here to wait until you feel like working.
Listen, asshole. If it was up to me, I'd throw the lot of you in a dumpster and set a match to it. So stop pissing me off. But things are gonna get nasty.
Lieutenant, sorry to disturb you. I have some information on the AX-400 that attacked the guy last night. It's been seen in the Ravendale district.
I'm on it.
Report says they cut it with something.
I am so glad I checked on the Deviant, because I wouldn't have had a choice otherwise. Hank got a lead! Hank is mad. Hank is mad. Oh, talk to Hank, examine files, talk about the case. Hank was always going to be mad. I really like that I can see that in the flowchart. I like this. Yeah, Crafty Devious, you're right. Where is the kid in this? Yeah, I'm real fucking curious, because Todd is ashamed, right? He's just super ashamed that he lost his daughter. That's my guess. That's my guess. Alright. Bam, let's do it. November 6th. Okay, so this is going to be... Yeah, who is it going to be? Oh, it's us in the house. Alright. Are we going to have to escape our friendo? Our interrogating dude? Are we going to have to fucking dodge the cops with one character while we chase them with the other? Okay, revive fire. Okay. Hang on. Check. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, read. Let's add this to the readables. Hey, hey. Bam. And let's read it later. Let's read it on the way out. It's got a lion on the cover. That's memorable. Take. Oh, we're just waiting until Alice wakes? Yeah, we could read, or we can investigate this house. Now, last time we let her out of her sight, she fucking disappeared. So let's do this. Oh, more of this I'm Alive stuff. An RA9. Okay. So, lots of RA9. I don't remember if RA was like the model number for the other droid living here, the unstable one. I'm not sure. I also don't remember the place that we were told we could go by the droid that we encountered that was taking care of the trash rounds, that said there's a place you can go. So I'm not sure if that's relevant to this, you know, revolution that's coming. Oh, good point from Well Lit Weenie. She'll wake up without seeing you and freak out. Classic small child. Yeah. So, I've decided that this is the plot line where I will do things differently. Okay, put that back. Yeah, if something goes wrong with the Alice plotline, like absolutely horribly wrong, then I'll restart the mission and do it right, because I gotta. Oh. What's with the bird? We got money. Is it a dead bird or a robo-bird? It's just a bird. Is that the time at which What's-His-Face got murdered? We're leaving the money because we already got money, which we stole. So we don't need to do that again. And she's there. Okay, cool. Whew! This game. This room was done, so yeah. Yeah. I ain't taking that money. And I'm sure as shit not going upstairs. Holy shit, no. I guess we're reading, but I'm under the impression that reading, like, doesn't consume time. Maybe this is... Maybe for players who don't read these articles, this is the game's way of being like, hey, read an article, and maybe it will advance time. I'd be curious. So, first Android Zoo opens. Cyber Wildlife. CyberLife is set to open the first Android Zoo in Los Angeles, which will exhibit all exotic species to have become extinct in the last 30 years. Loot turtles, polar bears, mountain gorillas, African elephants, and several species of tiger will be among the most high-profile attractions. Trick, you should be including all insects. CyberLife CSR spokeswoman Danielle Carnegie said the zoo caters to people of all ages and has a special mission to educate and inspire the younger generation about the importance of protecting our fragile environment. Ho, ho, ho. We did not do that. Though some environmentalists have claimed the zoo will diminish popular concern for the extinction of real animals, it's difficult not to be enthusiastic about technology being used to create vanished species. Animals themselves have yet to be unveiled, but CyberLife promises they will be more real than the real thing. No doubt an ideal weekend trip for the family. Oh, how trite. Canada. Canada still Android free. Interesting. Where the air is clean and the welcome is always warm. Discover the landscape, discover the wild, discover Canada. Interesting. Interesting. Despite the United States voting in its Android Act as early as 2028, the Canadian Parliament has yet again pushed back its decision on whether to permit Androids in the country. As a result, Androids are still not sold in Canada and have no official status in the country. Okay, so is this where we're going to run away to then? With Androids continuing to fuel unprecedented growth in the US economy, yet contributing to record levels of unemployment, the arguments for and against putting them on sale in Canada rages on, but for the time being, Canada remains an Android-free zone. That's not enough granularity. I want to know more. I want to know if Androids can apply for residency or indeed asylum. Also, I like that this is one of the news articles looking at a nearby country that has a lot of cultural similarities, choosing not to do what America has done. I like that. I would like to know more about what Canada is like for that exact reason, but yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Oh! Crafty Devious, they did mention the Underground Railroad for slaves escaping to Canada from the intro lady. So, drink. Alright. Are you behind me, Saz? Okay, well I looked, and you're lying. Oh, I can play video games? Fuck yeah. Can I stream them on Twitch? That's it? Alright. Alright. Okay, so... Am I smart enough to hide the circle on my head? Change appearance. Find new clothes. That was something that we needed to do. Because this is the plotline we're in. Okay, so, I've revived Fire. I'm waiting till Alice awakes. I've got to get clothes. Like, it sucks that she hasn't woken up, but also I'm, like, the attentive good nanny, so I'm not just gonna... I mean, I should fucking wake her up and drag her up here with me, but, you know... Oh, that's a way out. We're using that. Ooh. Some mounted animal heads. Okay. Let's look in here. We got any? We do. There's the motel that I decided not to go into. Or decided. I decided not to steal, and thus, you know, allow myself entry. Yeah. It'll have to do. So the simulated appearance is just skin? Is skin-based, not clothing-based? Oh, I took way more than that. Okay. Find human clothes and cut hair. Alright. Am I gonna get bangs? Am I gonna fucking try and hide this circle under bangs? A set of bangs, bangs, bangity bangs. A set of bangs, bangs, bangity bangs. Where is the other android? Look, he fucking talked about himself in the third person. You'd think I'd remember his name. Impolite. Impolite. They nailed the ruined house look, though. I have, I've tooled around in minimum one sort of ruined, abandoned house. Minimum one. I can only remember the one, but I can't say for sure that there weren't others. One is probably right. And yeah, it's a look. But I like urban ruin. I mean, I'd want to, the way the world's going. Cut that hair. I mean, this is what my hairdresser does. Just holds down L1. So, what's the hair made of? How real are they trying to make it? I'm not going to hide the circle. Select new hair color. Oh, I see. Ooh, I feel like black's probably better, right? In terms of blending in. Guys, what do you reckon? Blonde, white, or black? Crafty votes white. I think white would look really interesting, but I wonder... No, I guess standing out isn't so bad because I will look like a standout human, not a standout android, right? I'll look striking, but not in an android way. Got to vote for blonde. Saz asking what colour is Alice's hair. Sort of a dirty brown, sort of a mousy... Kind of my hair colour, really. A mousy brown. So, blonde and white are going to look real striking, and black, I think, is just going to... It'll look fine. Maybe. So we've got two whites. Two whites and a blonde. I think we're going white. I think it has the... You want to look related to her. That is a good point. Well, I mean, if that's changed your vote, Weenie, you've literally voted for everything. That is a good point. I reckon black. Maybe blonde so it's different. I feel like Alice's hair is pretty black. Yeah, Well Lit Weenie has the right question. I wonder how much this will impact. I'm agonizing over this now, because this plot matters to me. Fucking game. Alice is dark brown. Yeah, black. Yeah. Yeah, I think black. I think it's got to be. Okay, so it's simulated hair. Oh shit! Guys, we can check it out. We can look at all of them. I mean, that's the coolest one by far, but it's got to be black. It's not about looking cool. It's about getting away with this. Yeah, change the eyebrows, please. No? Hang on. Oh, here we go. She also knows to do it. So we just rip that out. And then put the skin back on. Return to Alice, who is almost certainly gone. Oh, Yeah, I'm gonna open that. Is that where dude is? I've changed my appearance, so... Oh! Yeah, I think our friend has killed someone. Oh.
All right. That's all for now. Pretty good.
Yeah, I strolled around in the open.
We've got officers sweeping the neighborhood in case anybody saw anything.
Okay, well, let me know if they turn anything up.
What are you going to do with that?
I have no idea.
Is this changeover? Do I change characters? No? I just stand there? Okay. I change characters. Okay, so we're seeing the,
It took the first bus that came along, and stayed at the end of the line. Its decision wasn't planned. It was driven by fear.
Androids don't feel fear.
Deviants do. They get overwhelmed by their emotions and make irrational decisions.
Really? Okay, so they've given androids a spectrum of emotions, but fear is a sign of deviancy because they get overwhelmed. Is it their version of fear? Is this human words representing an android phenomenon? Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, we have a combi. Hello. Hello, Combi 2K. Welcome back.
All right, well, that still doesn't tell us where it went.
It didn't have a plan, and it had nowhere to go. Maybe it didn't go far.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. So I'm not playing that new character, it's just a scene. Oh.
Ralph found this to feed the little girl.
No.
It's good for her. A present. To make up for past misunderstandings. Ralph will cook. We will do just like humans do. Humans like burnt meat. Come. Come and sit down.
Yeah, this was always going to happen. There was,
That's very kind of you, Ralph. But we have to go.
Go? No, you will go once the little girl is eaten. We will eat together, just like a family. The father, the mother, and the little girl.
No, Ralph. We're leaving now. Come on, Alice.
Yeah.
The little girl's going nowhere.
So... Oh, look at this. Like, the letters are fucking flickering. I like that I can pause partway through this stuff so we can also thinking about what we're going to hit. It breaks the, you know, the musical tension, but it means that if we get a truly stressful decision, we can think about it. I find it very interesting that Ralph, in his deviancy, is keen to replicate the human experience. Not in the servile role, but as the you know, the father of the household. That is, as far as writing choices go, that's an interesting one. Yeah. Crafty devious, Ralph, you riddler-looking fucker. Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree to that. Let's explain.
Humans don't eat that, Ralph.
Wrong! Humans eat dead animals, I know that.
You're not going to hurt her, are you? We're friends. Remember?
No, Ralph doesn't want to hurt the little girl. He just wants her to eat. That's all.
Man, if we had not come and stayed in this house, we wouldn't have got this. Oh, I don't have any other option. I have to agree.
Okay.
Holy shit, there was something else I could have unlocked. That is so interesting.
Eat together.
Yeah, there's no way out of this.
That's better. Ralph went to a lot of trouble to find something for the little girl to eat. It wouldn't be polite for her to refuse, would it?
Oh, come on, man. Are we leaving? Where's...
Succulent, you'll see. Succulent. Succulent.
Of all the word choices.
Father, mother, little girl.
Please, Kara. I don't want to eat that.
What did she say?
She said she doesn't want to eat it.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
It's not good enough.
I thought that was the good thing to do.
She's used to better things. But Ralph did this for her, so she's going to eat.
Buddy. Come on, man.
Eat.
Don't. Yeah, she's not gonna. Come on.
I saw the body upstairs. You killed that human, didn't you?
No. No, he was like that when Ralph found him.
You killed that man, Ralph. There's no point in lying. You hate humans, but you're just like them. You're a murderer.
Oh shit. Oh, damn. Destroyed.
No. It's just that Ralph can't control his anger. When his anger comes, Ralph doesn't know what he's doing. He becomes stupid. Full of hatred. Ralph is sorry. He just wanted to be your friend.
Then let us go.
Anybody home?
Well,
There's
shit.
blue blood on the fence.
Ha!
I know another android was here.
Oh shit. Fuck, we're doing it. We're chasing ourselves. Oh man. Oh man. Ah. Oh. Shit, Crafty pointing out that she whispered to me, so I should have lied. And well, look, we got the result we wanted because I found a corpse. So, gonna take it. Yeah. So because I'm all of these characters, I have to play this to the best of my ability. Time to investigate a deviant trail, and I really want this to be the time that I, Connor here. Connor? Is my name Connor? I want this to be my chance to fucking let somebody go. Look at that swagger. How much time do you reckon they spent on that? Do you reckon they coded their own swagger engine? So, calling out "is anybody home" is terrible police work, actually. It's fucking awful police work. Like, it's great for the script, but it bodes poorly for me. I'm not peeking in that window, because I want to do this... I want to give myself the best chance to... Oh, hang on, should I be peeking in the window then? I'm gonna peep. Oh, android inside the house. Okay. Oh, hang on. No. Can I look around here? What's this way? Anything? Nope, just a full lap. Look, gotta check all the exits, man. Is this a viable? Doesn't appear to be. Great! Just taking my time. Yeah, it's interesting because in the Asimov short stories about robots, the names were always derived from the codes. So this being RK-800, he would be called Rick or something, right? The downside to that is if there are thousands of RK-100s and they're all called Rick, that's a bit weird. So I can see why they did what they did. I just expect something different internally because of all the Asimov that I've read. Awesome. Damn right I'm going to scan this android. Hang on. Clues. Signs of software instability, probability of self-destruction moderate. I forgot they can self-destruct. Busted ass eye socket. WR series. Gardener. Status reported missing. Okay. Alright. And... burn mark. Irreversible skin damage. Probable cause extreme heat. So, okay. The skin being the... either the white... I guess, you know, the pure android white skin beneath is the, you know... I don't know if that's the real one, actually. Like, it's implied that it's the real one, but all I've seen are two tones that change between each other. But yeah, so this is the look of extreme heat. So, and I guess we've already seen that, that therium is blue. Got blue blood. Okay, level of stress. Find source of android distress.
Don't be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt you. There's blue blood on the fence. I know another android was here.
Ralph scratched himself coming through. That's Ralph's blood.
Good Ralph. Perfect tool to cut a wire fence. Mm-hmm. Table set for 3 people. Food androids don't eat. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Androids don't need heat. Okay, we're learning. We're learning about androids. What's this game console thing for? I can just keep looking at this? Like, what is this? No matter who I am, I can look at this thing. Find source of stress.
Is anyone upstairs?
No. Nobody.
Android is telling the truth. No, go upstairs. There's a corpse. I'm not allowed to go up the stairs. Oh, yes, I am. No, I'm not. I'm not. No. No. Corpses. Corpses, though. All right, fine.
I'm looking for an AX-400. Have you seen it?
Ralph's seen nobody.
Oh, this camera.
Coming, Lieutenant! Are there any other androids here?
Other androids? No. Ralph is alone.
Well, we're not opening that door because we're not allowed to go upstairs, which means we can't find the corpse, which means I'm gonna... Hang on, what's my... Find source of stress, so I'm probably not allowed to leave the room either. Well, look, Kara has just disguised herself, so... And that, you know, this will solve the table set for 3 people mystery. So, yeah, I'm gonna check on this door. Okay, can I go upstairs now? Or is there a talk button? No, I just sort of talk around and then... I seriously can't go upstairs. That's the weirdest choice. What am I meant to interact with something in... No, I've shut the door. I can't go back in? Game, I'm actually profoundly confused right now. I knew that. I knew that already. Find source of stress. Right now it's me. Oh. It's a hot-cold thing. Right? Because his number keeps going up and down. Okay. Warmer. 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 Colder. Is it this game cabinet?
Connor, what the fuck are you doing? Did you find something?
No. No, it's not here.
Yeah, just like I said in the first place. Come on, let's get out of here.
But then where is... Why was... Okay. Just leave Ralph there? You know what? Maybe there's a version of the story where Ralph isn't here right now? No? Okay.
Thanks.
Protect the little girl. The humans must not find her.
It's fucking Ralph Demption over here. Better write RA9 again. Quick! Yeah! Whew! That tree. Oh man. Kara and Alice undiscovered in squat. Trophy earned, run Kara 1. Wow, okay, yeah. Like, we didn't have to be in that building. Interaction with Ralph could have gone very differently. Like, holy shit. Yeah, very different. Yeah, look at all these. Wow. Yeah. I thought that was very cool. I liked that I, as Connor, got to push down a lot of different... I got to prod around and do what Connor does. I felt like I was Connor in a way that was true. And I tried to, you know, dob Ralph in for corpse murder. But I guess that also would have been bad, because then the place would have been crawling with cops because of corpse. And then it would have been much harder for Kara and Alice to escape. So, the game locking me off from that just because Ralph said so, slightly weird. Very slightly weird. Maybe if I had tooled around under the stairs more as Connor and figured out that percentile thing quicker, I would have actually caught Kara and Alice, and we would have had a different ending. Maybe I was just meant to tool around if what I wanted to do was let them escape. But I did that naturally because the game was confusing. I was like, normally the yellow things tell me what to do. And there weren't yellow things. Combi 2K, see you're an old school Dalek. Yeah, yeah. Damn straight. Yeah, they're just going to leave Ralph, Saz. They're just going to fucking... They're going to leave... Especially after Connor has been so compassionate. So the writing in this game, it wants us to... What we're being sold is the idea that androids striving for freedom, survival, is a individualist enterprise. As Marcus, we didn't try and save anyone in the scrapyard. As Connor, we have tried to save some androids, but then we've just... abandoned / ruined the lives of others We dobbed in the deviant in the attic. We didn't get a say in that. We left Ralph behind, even though something terrible has happened to Ralph and reported missing. We're not going to log that. Maybe we log it on the way out. Maybe, but still, like that should be given to the player. Like as a player, I should know that that's happening. If you want me to care about these as an interconnected group of people, and what we're being told is that when they connect, it's either fucked up, like the whole Ralph thing, like, oh no, look at these deviant androids conversing, but one of them is so deviant they're dangerous, whoa! Or it's just the bland, normal, you know, sinking, spinning circle nonsense that we've seen before. So yeah, that is a bit disappointing.
Several sources report that CyberLife has provided Detroit police with a prototype detective android.
Oh shit!
Although police assistant androids have existed for several years now,
hey.
this would be the first case of an android being authorized to play an active role in criminal investigations. We contacted CyberLife for comment, but no longer.
Wow, so blending in is just ridiculously easy. Like, it's the Do Androids Dream / Blade Runner thing. Like, if what you wanted to do was create a secondary class of people and then keep them down, why the fuck did you make them blend in so well? Oh, Jericho, that's it. Jericho, I did forget. After all that, I forgot. But that's fine, because the game told us. Jericho. Check symbol. What? What's... Oh, that symbol was sent to me. And this is in my sort of HUD. That's novel that it... Oh, look for the graffiti. So that's interesting, that it's displayed on the hand. I mean, it's right fucking there. But I'm going to look over here first, because, you know, full complete. Read. Fortune teller computer, which we will read about in the menu before we leave. I think after this mission. This mission is probably the last one. What is it, 8:30? Yeah. I expect this to take, you know, something approximating half an hour. Next graffiti. Oh, that just brings that up again. Okay. Oh, symbols. Use the right stick to find the symbol in the graffiti. Press to analyze. I mean, yeah. It's right there. Oh, oh, okay. So it's I've got to find lots of them. Interesting. So it's... I'm intrigued by this choice because this is the artist android, right? And now the clues are hidden in art. So that's, you know, as a writing choice. Okay. All right. It depends how much they do with it as to whether it's just, you know, fairly basic, but... Find the graffiti. Yeah, okay. I'm on it. Oh, that's Android only. Wait, so androids have to take the stairs? Dear. Dear, oh dear. They really tried, you know? They really tried. Any other interactables? I mean, I'm not going to interact with those androids over there because, why would a human do that? I am person now. Are we going to get rid of Mandy?
Grandma says it leaves her with nothing to do, sweetie. But she's so cool.
Yeah, Mandy rules.
I know.
You guys suck. It was over here, yeah. Oh. I'm actually now curious what these... So I'm finding the symbols. Is it like a really sneaky QR code, but the paint obscures the truth and androids can see through it or something? Because, like, I don't... Whoa, I'm running now? Why am I running? I can't just walk like a friendly, normal person? Over there? Okay, I think it's over there. Let's wait. Like, cool, normal, facing the correct way, I'm sure. Yes! Let's walk together. Yeah. Whew. I mean, I bet for someone who lives in Detroit, this is a treat, right? Like, someone fool enough to set a AAA game in Adelaide would be a treat to play, if only just for the visuals. Oh, I know. I'm not going to stand there and do it. Like, I'm not so sure that, like, when I scan these, do I get the next picture? Is that the, like, it's a breadcrumbs thing? Because that's, you know, okay. Alright. Cool. Nothing. Oh, hang on. Well, I just screwed up the ability to walk that way, so let's just push down this street then, maybe. I suspect it's going to want us to loop around that way, but... Hey, can I spare some cash? I literally can't spare some cash. Okay. Alright. So, they have gone to the trouble of, including people sleeping rough in their game, because it's, you know, modern Detroit, and look, I don't have change, but I'm not even going to stop and apologise, you know, because what that person sleeping rough is set dressing in this game. I, a depersonalised individual, lack even the ability to communicate with other depersonalised individuals. Great writing. Fucking sterling stuff. There's room there for a real moment. No. Why would you do that? Why would you do such a thing? Alright. I mean, anyone with an interest in pattern recognition would be spotting these everywhere. Oh look, over there. Cool. Is this a trap? I'm just expecting it to be a trap. I don't know why, but I am. Oh, better get closer? Alright, cool. I guess that's it. Like, if this is a situation where, yes, humans can see them, but no, they can't pull data from them, that's cool. But I guess that's the question, right? Is it that? Have they thought about it that much? Find a way to reach the roof. I mean, I see that one. Okay. No, Here we go. No! Never mind, I'm just doing this then. I can't mine palace. So that is somewhere where the way this game works intrudes upon the very cool world building thing they have, which is the mine palace, which is to say if I've got one button for mine palace, and it's the same button that I use to enter these, well, I guess to mine palace this, right? But I can't also mine palace the area around me to look for a way to get up to the roof. Okay. Oh, is this where I learn wall running? Is this where we as an audience see how powerful androids are? Pre-construct. Interesting. Use the right stick to select a route. Okay. Would be too unstable. Okay. Okay. Interesting. There we go. Up. Compute! Oh, good, I computed it. Execute, yeah. Well, that rules because I didn't have to do that in a game that hasn't taught me good movement controls and isn't based around that. So they get around having to have good movement controls because they go through that thing. This is something I've seen before. I believe I've talked about it a little bit, this idea that the robot can scan and understand the world around it and then perfectly compute in a purely abstract fashion how it's going to move through the space. This is basically the difference between Rodney Brooks and his attempt at robotics and, what's his name? Hans Moravec. I can't remember if it was Shaky that he was working with when he was at MIT, because he was at MIT with Brooks. And basically it was Shaky or something like it. Or I know that Shaky did it, but I know that this was an approach that was taken with Shaky. That Moravec either did with Shaky or did with a different robot. But what Moravec was trying to do was use cameras on a robot to map the world and then have the robot move around in that world. Much like what we just saw there, right? So what would happen is Shaky would be looking at things with a camera, would compute what it saw, analyze it, model it in 3D space inside its own brain back, I think it was like either wired or wirelessly connected to the central computing hub. Then it would compute where to move, and then it would move. Here's the problem. This was many years ago, decades ago, and that processing was a complete nightmare because if anything even slightly changed in the environment, Shaky was screwed. Shaky didn't know where to go and then would stop and have to think about things, or would be wrong and would bump into shit. And it was a nightmare. It just took forever to do anything. And this is what Hans Moravec spent all of his nights doing, was tinkering around with this robot at MIT. And Brooks was his roommate and was like, this is completely ridiculous. This is not how... There are things out there that have less processing power. There are insects that do not have this problem. And this is where Rodney Brooks happened across the thought that creatures that exist in the world now don't model the world they see inside their heads. They don't compute a three-dimensional model and do math and figure things out. Creatures just move around. Creatures explore the world and understand the world through their bodies and through motion. So instead of this abstract top-down approach, it's the bottom-up approach. It's the embodiment approach. And this was a really great example of a game that says, oh, hey, this is the Shaky approach, and bam, look how sweet it is. Look how cool it is. Wouldn't androids do this? It's like with self-driving cars. The idea that the trolley problem is going to be something they're computing on a daily basis. And it's just not how that works. It's not how that's happening. Because the world is happening around them really fucking quickly. These cars are moving really fast, and there is not some formula built into them that assesses the worth of the people that they could hit. They're just operating on their various safety parameters and their various little movements all the time. I read a couple years back about a robot that was based on an octopus, and each leg had its own tiny brain that was just flopping around and moving and doing basic stuff. And through that, this creature had locomotion. This little robot with little octopus legs could tool around really well because it had smaller computers that just dealt with what the tentacle was doing. It broke it down into those physical processes. Yeah, it's very cool stuff. I think it's cool. Oh, all right. Well, let's resume. I've expressed my feelings. Drop. All right. Double drop. Bam. Well, there it is. Close enough to examine. 3 symbols to find. Okay, well, there's one. Oh, man. So, here's the rub for Marcus et al. If this is like QR codes, and these are symbols that are readable by an android and not by others, sucks to be them, because now there is an android cop, right? Like, this is the plot we are being taken down. And I'm guessing it is going to be up to the player as to whether Connor is a fucking narc or is going to join the revolution and change everything for androids. Okay, pre-construct. As Well-Lit Weenie pointed out, let's fucking Prince of Persia this. Okay. Get to there. Would not be solid enough. Okay, cool. This is just something we know. I can't... Okay, so there we go. I never know when to push buttons or hold them down or whatever. Like, the game is not great at signaling that. Well-Lit Winnie, maybe they shaky when it gets strange. Oh, quite possibly. And look, in terms of the difference between what Brooks is putting forward and what Moravec was putting forward, is that they are 2 very different approaches to a very simple problem. These androids are incredibly complex. So how much of this is imagination, right? Because as a person, we could look... It's like, I haven't seen it, but the documentary Free Solo, about a free solo climber, maybe like the world's best or whatever, and how he takes his time, because he doesn't have gear or backup or anything, so he just looks at a fucking mountain face for a while, rubs his chin, and eventually goes, I think I'm going to go that way, and then he goes a specific way, right? So that is the meat version, that is the human brain version of this. It's just here we've got it in the cool sci-fi angles and while running around and jumping off things and whatever. And I'm providing this AI commentary, A, because it's why I do this stream, and B, because we're playing an AI. So it's a notable use of that concept. When humans do it, it's just that it is being put forward in an abstract sense here in this game. So because these androids are really complex, I made my point before about Moravec and Brooks, but I think I should also point out that this is way further down the track than Shaky. So as Well-Lit Weenie pointed out, maybe they shaky when it gets strange. Maybe, right? Like this is sci-fi's great strength, is its ability to pitch forward and explore the space. And I don't think this is necessarily a failure if you consider the vast difference between these androids and the real-world examples that I had. Alright, so we have wall run next to busted ass wall, and we have not that. Let's do busted ass wall and see what goes. Oh no, okay, that's actually great. We're the best. So the other way sucked? Alright, cool. That seems bad. Oh, would be too high. Okay, fair enough. Alright, we did it. See, I don't have to hold down the button to make this work, but I don't know when that's true and not true. It's like watching a playthrough of Brothers, Tale of Two Sons, and seeing how much trigger holding you have to do, otherwise you just kill them, quite often, it seems. Woo! We're a really cool robot, and thanks to the Mind Palace, we pretty much have dark vision. Oh, that lighting, that water, yeah. Yeah, this game, they got some cool artists to do a real good job. Oh, sick. We're gonna have to line up the pillars to make the symbol? Yeah. Here's the real puzzle. And I did it. Hang on. Where is the... is it there on the left? Is it like the lower left? Those lines? Ambiguous. Oh. No. Yes. No, for fuck's sake. Come on, man. Is that... oh, it's something floating through the... I thought something was crawling on him. Oof. I misunderstood that visual. Is this all just... nothing? Okay. Cool. Whew. Yeah, Marcus is a... his natural speed is a light jog. And I mean, you know, this is some stressful shit that he's been through, that he's going through. So it does add a bit, the idea that, I don't know if it's intentional at all, but that idea that what I'm going through can be represented, the emotional experience can be represented in the controls, in the fact that I can't slow down, I can't walk comfortably amongst the humans. Or even just here, I'm just so desperate to get where I need to go. It's interesting. Is this Jericho? Just a big abandoned... oh! Oh, it's an old ship. Reach the boat. Okay, so... here's a fun story about this sort of concept. The idea that you hide your revolutionary space behind symbols and behind physical barriers. Now, on the one hand, that is entirely necessary if you are trying to hide where you are, because if the cops find you, you're fucked, right? You get dismantled, you get destroyed, whatever. Here's the other thing. We started this Marcus journey, post-death, post being shot, as someone with no legs, a malfunctioning ear, and a malfunctioning eye. If we couldn't mind Palace, we couldn't have read the symbols, and without legs, we couldn't have made it out here. So this is a revolutionary space that, at the moment, due to the necessity of them being hunted, doesn't allow for accessibility considerations at all for busted androids. And I just wanted to point that out. I wanted to acknowledge that this is the choice that was made, that it's not some intrinsic android thing, it is a well-functioning android body that gets you into this space. I'm guessing if we go out this way... cool trap! Sweet. I genuinely thought I was going to have to replay that whole fucking mission. This whole fucking mission when that bridge started to come down. I genuinely thought that. Oh, I'm going to sip some water. I've been talking a lot. Crafty Devious, I think we just rang the doorbell. I think so. I think that was possibly not the... with all the... so here's the thing. With all the abstract world construction that I do, how the fuck didn't I know that that bridge was going to come down, right? Like, this process of running up walls is really cool for selective moments, but it doesn't map one-to-one on making this a dramatic and interesting space, because, oh shit, why did I not know anything about that? Why was that not obvious to me? Possibly because it was obscured, but... you know, I've been told before, something's obscured, we can't get the data. Yeah. And again, it's a video game, they're not trying to model absolutely everything, but, yeah. And yeah, Whirlit Weenie, the revolution, in this case, is indeed ableist. Find another way to the boat? I'm on it. Jump! Can you imagine if, I wasn't doing this in the cool revolutionary coat that I happened to find at the side of the busted-ass yard? Like, I could have found any old fucking piece of clothing. But no, I found this shit. And it was just hanging on a... It was just there. It was just at the end of a pole. Like, it wasn't a cool visual. It was just explicitly lazy. Like, I know this is the costume you wanted to give him, but... I don't know, man. It's like they tried really hard to do it in a way that sucked. Which is not how that works. And I do... It needs to be acknowledged that I piss on games for comedy. Like, it's you know, it's my bit, unfortunately, to, you know, be a little cruel sometimes with game designers who work super hard and who have a terrible industry in terms of, you know, being rewarded for their work. I can never tell what's a cutscene in this game. So, you know, thankfully this is a backwater stream and I do not expect the creators of this game to come and find it and see it, but should any of them watch the archives, I appreciate everything you've done, and I'm genuinely sorry that I say shitty things sometimes. And I should say them less. I should be more accepting and stick to the theory stuff and not just, you know, rag on games when they piss me off. Except for the non-progressive stuff, because, bloody hell, David Cage, you could have done some research. Oh, lost the jacket. The game listened. The game can hear me. So this has been a long scene. And also I've been, you know, a long-winded host. Oh, explore the boat. Find a way to see. But I can see. Oh, okay, cool. I thought I was gonna, like, rewire everything. Because that would be dumb, right? Like, I come onto their boat and then just start fixing things and I light it up like a fucking Christmas tree. I would be mad if it was my boat. Alright, so it's spooky boat. Because androids don't feel fear. Just players. Just players and, oh wait, deviant androids. Is this a... Open L2? Alright. Nope, nope, come on. Gonna check every door, every nook, every cranny, and each of them gets a cool camera angle to show me how they're borked. I mean, that in and of itself is a vast difference from other games where you try doors and you get the same animation every time, right? So, you know, that's cool. I feel it. Yeah, this is gonna be it. This is the money. So look at this one. For some reason, this one is one that I can... Oh, I see. Aha. So, much like Soma, it's a ruined ship for us to tool around in. Different vibe than Soma, but nevertheless interesting. And it's, you know, I like to find patterns, and it has not escaped me that there is a sequence of patterns betwixt games, and part of it is going to be just game design slash you know, game. Yeah, Soma. Time for the cool Soma experience. Like, find Jericho and be murdered? Is this the... I mean, this is the thing, is that I'm coming here to meet others like me, right? Well, that's what I thought. Oh, this music. Oh, the spookiest beam. So again, it's this idea of what tropes are you trying to... What tropes and tones are you evoking to have a cool moment in your story, and what do you lose in terms of what you're trying to say about downtrodden minority rising up against their oppressors? Because, you know, between Ralph and the jump scare moment in a filthy boat, and also, you know, the various ways in which androids have not banded together, it seems to me that there's been a lot of creative choices made where what they want is the cool moment and the cool shot and the cool concept, and not a cohesive idea about what they're trying to say about a downtrodden minority. Which is a shame. It's a real shame. Is this going to be my consistent complaint, that everything just needed another draft? They just needed some feedback, / needed to have done more reading about other people who have done things like this, that aren't in their industry and aren't in their bubble, and given it another red hot go. Gotta tell you, if Soma had a mind palace, it would have been much more survivable. Oh no! The path to Jericho sucks. Yeah, I know, Marcus stands up, it's his whole thing. Who... So, we were told find Jericho, and if it weren't for the symbols... Oh, okay, right. There are lots of them. But, like... Okay, and they are accepting. Oh, wow. I was going to say, how many other choices would this have? But yeah, this path was all just straight linear once I got on the boat, or at least it seemed that way. But something there that I didn't see. Something there that I didn't see. Okay, so I could have explored more. Oh, it says read fortune teller, but I didn't read other stuff? Okay, so I missed a couple things, but that's fine. As we've said before, that's how this works. Okay, and I can't just exit... Yeah, I can't press options and exit from this, so we have to start in the next scene and then jump out there. And then we'll go back to the main menu, we'll read the fortune teller thing, and then we'll close out. Yeah, interesting. Alright, so there's a lot going on in chat. I will delve into that after this. So I definitely want to read what you guys are saying, but I want to get this squared away first. Software instability, still flashing. Reconcile with Lieutenant Anderson. Hey, main menu. Confirm. I love unsaved progress. It's like my favorite thing. Whew. Cool. Cool. Okay, so... Oh, hang on. She is gonna,
Accessing the extras section.
She's gonna banter and banter and banter, and I want none of it. I want magazines. Cool. So, great point raised by Crafty in response to Saz shipping Kara/Marcus, or trying to figure out if Marcus is queer. Crafty asking, I wonder if the robots indeed have sexualities at all. And, you know, Combi raises a similar point. The They may all be ace, but that doesn't mean they're aro. They obviously feel love. Why not romantic love? This is the thing about outfitting these individuals with a suite of emotions, right? I mean, setting aside the fact that our understanding of emotions comes from having a physical body where emotions are tied into not just the abstract brain thing, but they are, you know, inherently very physical, and these are newly created physical entities that look human but are not themselves biologically human. Setting aside that, yeah, the whole question of what emotions you include, exclude, how much say you have over that as a concept, whether that's even something you can choose when you create a conscious mind, I think is a valid point to raise. But yeah, I mean, they obviously feel love, as Saz says. We are given to understand that these robots definitely feel attachments to people. Yeah, it's interesting stuff. Combi, they need glands for emotion, according to Pratchett. Saz, they have therium glands. I mean, this is the thing, right? Like, these sort of narratives loves to, when they're joking around, certainly, they'll be like, oh, it's my feelings processor overloading, because the whole point is to take the mechanistic metaphor and make it specific in these ways to either be enlightening about humans or to be funny. I find these are the two strong avenues that it goes down. I'm re-listening to the Imperial Raj trilogy on audiobook at the moment, and yeah, talking about how ships that have AIs, ships are programmed to feel, they are designed to feel strong affection towards their crew, just like station AIs, because it's all about taking care of their crew, right? And military ships form attachments to their crew, but what often happens is they develop favourites over their long lives, and so there are officers who just get better care and are more better treated. But it's not a physical relationship because it's a ship, and it's not expressed in that way. It's just a very strong form of affection and love. That can lead to, you know, ships acting against orders because the person that they care about, their favourite, is in danger. And yeah, it's just an interesting exploration of that takes a very different physicality in mind. I thought it was going to be easy to find. This sucks. Why is there not a menu? Is it this one? Oh, did I miss this one? Oh, I can change magazine with L1R1. Okay, cool. Well, we need to read this one because holy shit. Runaway machine causes panic in Camden. With miles of unspoiled nature, Canada is the true land of the free. President Warren to make state visit to United Kingdom. I wonder if this is the magazine that is unlocked in the scene that I started but didn't play much of. Well, we're going to read it anyway. Android on the run. Runaway machine causes panic in Camden. Residents in the Detroit suburb of Camden were witness to a thrilling chase today. Okay, hang on. That looks like spoilers. No. Why was I shown this? Hang on. Back. No, not back to menu. Yeah, this looks like a spoilery magazine about something that hasn't or has happened to another android, maybe? Alright, well let's... Oh, come on. I gotta flick through all of them like this? Okay. We saw that one. These aren't in order, are they? They're going to be in order of brand or something? Yeah, show me the list. Shit, was it Tech Addict, maybe? No, I thought this was going to be the easier way to go about it. And it's easier in terms of me not being stressed in the scene, but... Okay, let's... So we saw that one because it's all about... Alien Life, we read that one. Android Sex, we read that one. Sports. Climate change. NASA. Spying. Price of Life. Secret of Androids. Yeah, is it in here? I don't know that it's in here. Huh. Oh well. Those magazines are interesting, but they're not be all and end all. And I can always look them up later if I really need them for extra research. But as I've said, I'm not going to be going deep on video games in this PhD because I can't. Doesn't mean I won't later in some other form. Journal articles or whatnot, but yeah. Whew. Yeah, it is poorly designed. Well lit, Weenie. Well put. Cool. Alright, guys. That was really good. We got our first crossover episode, which was great. And I liked that it was possible to play out both characters in a way that felt true and get the aim that we wanted, which is the, protect the little girl and robo-revolution, potentially. Like, we're pushing for that, those twin things, which means we can't lock up one of our free agents. Yeah. We made good progress, played for a couple hours. Yeah, I'll be interested to see on the PS4 how much I've actually gotten through the game. Because of all these unlockables and all the different playthroughs they expect you to do, it's really hard to tell. But the PS4 menu said I'd only done like 10%, which is criminally small, because the plot does not feel that long. But this is the thing about video games. I'm not the first person to notice this. Can't remember who I heard it from. It's a great observation that with a book or a movie, you can pretty much tell how much left you've got to go, right? Even with an audiobook, you can see how many hours you've expended. You're like, okay, there's 1 hour left. They're going to be wrapping things up, right? With a movie, movie times are spinning out these days with epics and the like. But, I mean, if you're like me and you want to know, when you're getting home, you will check how long the movie is. And then internally, you might have a little clock going. You might not check your watch, but you might think, okay, well, we're 90 minutes into this. We'd want to see, things better be heating up. Or, wow, things are heating up. It's, the 90-minute mark or something, right? Like, there's generally a sense. But with video games, it can be very hard to know how much longer you've got to go. And if you're invested in the narrative, that can be really tricky. In a game like this, where at least there's not a lot to do between moments in terms of I'm either pushing the plot forward or I'm tooling around, and tooling around isn't very productive. I'm just walking around what is basically a very pretty but very limited space. They've got a lot of control over the pacing, so I do feel like I'm being taken on this journey in a way that is different from games like Shadow of Mordor, which is an open world game with a plot, and I didn't care about the plot by the end, because I hadn't touched the plot in like 20 hours. This game is so narrative that it is, we are on that rail car and we are on those tracks, and that's fine. But it makes me interrogate the pacing more in terms of how much it feels like we've got to go. So things are heating up. I would certainly expect us to have several more sessions, but the 10% that was claimed in the PS4 menu is, yeah, that's not data I can even come close to trusting. Crafty Devious, attributing it to Sean Bouchard at Andeth. Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. He says a lot of really cool things about games. Sorry, Sean Bouchard Bloom, indeed, yep. Oh, sorry, Combi, there's no AI in Shadows of Mordor. I mean, they had the Nemesis system, but yeah, no plot AI. No, that's just something I bring up. I mean, I haven't played many open world games. I struggle to think of any others that I've played that aren't that one, so it's possible that's the only one, but I wonder if that's true. Anyway, that's the one I default to when I bitch about my problems with them. Oh, I tried to play some Assassin's Creed and it was garbage, so yeah. Yeah, I don't like how those games, to me, they are having their cake and eating it too, because as a player, I like the little rewards and I like to collect things, and then to be told there's also a story, that's fine, but then when I go back to these narrative missions, I don't give a shit anymore. I mean, how could I? I could perhaps if I spent 60 hours playing it over the course of, an incredible long weekend, but no, that's not my life. I guess that's it, right? I'm not the target audience then, am I? Also, I care about plot, so maybe that puts me further outside the target audience of those particular games. Yes, Frodo is a cop, a cyborg, and a Robocop. Celebrimbor. Man! Celebrimbor. Yeah, that was awesome. Edwina Ogwath, I think, was one of the... Yeah. I had a lot of fun in that game, and none of it was to do with the plot, and everything was to do with being a ghost elf trapped inside some fucking Bilo version of Aragorn. It was kind of fun. Troy Baker voiced Aragorn, so that was cool. I like Troy Baker. Anyway, we're done. We are done. Thank you so much, guys. It has been a real pleasure, and we will be back next week. Good night.